Hey, what's up my peoples? I'm Go here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Fans Toys Jive. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So first we're going to start off with the legs. So what we're going to do here is untab this little section here, just kind of pull the toe up so you can undo that, bring that down, take this panel here, and flip this up. We're going to take this section here, just bring it up on that double hinge. We're then going to come here to the side panel and just pop this out and then pull all of this down like that. And once we've done that, we can bring all of this out like so. You can take the toe and just flip it up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this entire assembly here and just rotate it 180. Just be mindful of this bit right here. You kind of bring that panel in as you're turning to keep this section here from colliding. So swing that around like that. You have a little black panel right here. You're just going to flip in. And now that we have done that, we're going to take this section here, just swing this out. So we can take the wheel. You basically want to bring it out to 90 degrees and then just rotate it around and up and over like so, and then it will just tab in right there like that. Once you've done that, you take the fender, just line it up and compress it together, and then all of this will pull out so you can untab this section and then rotate this around and it will all plug in right there like that. And once you've done that, you want to just angle all of this down so you can bring this panel down, bring this whole rear bumper section down, like so. And this little section here will plug in right in there. So just line that up and plug that in like that. And then this panel will go over this little tab right here and line up like that. Then you can bring all of this up and just push it in, and it will tab into place like so. And then you want to just take the leg and just shift it in a little bit right there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just pull that out, flip that down, flip that up. Again, just bring that whole heel section out to the side here. Take this, bring it up, untab, pull all of this down. Then you can swing all that out. Make sure all of this comes out with it. Flip up the toe, flip in this little black panel here on the side, just push that in, and then take this whole assembly, rotate it 180, again, just kind of use those hinges to kind of avoid things from colliding too much, and get that seated right there. And once you have done that, again, just bring this out so you can swing this wheel around and over. Tab it in, bring that up, push that fender together, pull this section out, rotate it, and then push it back in to line all that up. And then just angle all of this down like that, bring this rear bumper section down, peg this little section in, and tab this gray panel in right there, and then bring that up and seat it into place like that. And then take this whole section of the leg and slide it in, and they have that done. Now moving on to the upper body, we're going to come up under here, this panel, and just open this up like that. We're then going to take the sides of his chest. They do split, and they will just pull out to the sides. Just grab hold and just pull that out to the side, like so. You want to come back here to this back panel, and you just want to pull this out. It helps if you bring this up a little bit. And just angle this up, pull this out, like that. Take these doors, bring these out like so. And we got that out of the way. And now we're going to take the chest and swing it up, literally swing it up. It's not on a hinge that just goes up and down at a 90-degree angle. There's actually a slope. So kind of rotate it as you're swinging it up, like that. And once that is done, you have this little blue panel here that you want to pop up. Just pop that up, undo Jazz's head. Gonna bring this up, and it's on a double hinge here, so after you pop it up, you want to bring that hinge back and then bring his face down so it's sitting in there like that. And once you have done that, we can take this whole assembly here and rotate it around. Bring this little section up. This will sit right here in the middle, and tab the two sides together to complete the front hood. And now that that's done, you want to take these butt plates here, bring that up, untab this one here, pull that up. That will allow you to bring this whole section down to 90 degrees, and then you want to bring the legs back up so it's sitting like that. So now to compress the legs, what you're going to do is you want to basically fold in this joint right here. So basically just grab the thigh, grab here, and just push it in, and that will all fold up like that. And you can just kind of angle things up. And to compress the leg, you're going to bring it up. That will sit in there like that, and then just push it in. And you want all that sitting just like that in there. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, just kind of grab it, just kind of push that in. Bring that up. If this is too hard to get disengaged, just loosen that little screw right there, and that should help you. So bring that up, and again, bring the leg up, get that all sitting roundabouts like that, and then just push it in, and that will all sit in there like that. Once you've done that, you can start just pegging things together, pegging all this together. You can take this rear spoiler, it's on a double hinge, just bring it back, and it will sit right in there, like so. And we got that done. So now you want to take these sections right here. They will just unpeg. You just want to rotate them out, and then rotate it up. Just kind of swing it out a little bit, like that. Untab. Just rotate that out, and rotate that up. And again, just swing that out a little bit there. And what's going to happen here is you're going to take this armature here. It's on a slider, so you want to slide this in like that, and these bits here will go underneath the hood. So just get everything angled down like that. And you have little tab slot connections right in here as well. But before you do that, you want to make sure that these little tabs go underneath this section here. So it's the case of getting everything lined up and pushed in like that, and then you can get this straightened out here. Like so. Just kind of get the hinges to work with you here. There we go. Get that pushed in, get that pushed in. There we go. We got the roof all situated. And now you can take these little side sections here and just push them in on either side. Again, just get everything nice and squozen if it came undone. And we got the rear all done. So now what we can do is we can take these doors, just bring them down and get them out of the way so we can do this next part. You want to take this whole belly piece here. It's on a hinge here at the base. You can kind of pull that out. You want to take these side sections and fold them in, and then fold this all the way in and fold that up like that. And now for the arms. First we're going to open up this panel here, flip the fist in, close that up. Open up the panel, flip the fist in, and close that up, like so. Next thing we need to do is untab this whole section here, bring that up, untab that, bring that up. There's a little tab right here that you're just going to push in on either side. So take that and push that in like so. We're going to rotate the arms out and then bend them at the elbow like that. The arms themselves are on sliders. They're just going to slide up like that and like that. So now that we have things in this orientation, what you want to do now is you want to have this arm rotated back and this arm rotated forward. So they're like that. Once you do that, you want to take the arms themselves and again, just make sure everything's angled just right. You want to rotate the arm around like so, and this arm will then rotate up, and you will see there is a little tab right there that will go into a slot right here in the arm. So once you get everything lined up, just push that in, and all of this will tab up in here as well. So get that lined up, and then get this arm pushed in until you feel that tab. It's going to go into place. You do have to kind of feel your way through it like that, and then you're going to rotate this arm around. Again, just kind of get things straightened out, and you have a little tab right there, which is going to go into a slot right there at the base of that gray panel. So again, if you have everything, make sure that shoulder is slid all the way up like it's supposed to be, and just feed that in there, and it should drop right into place like that, and like that. Make sure these wheel well sections are sitting where they're supposed to be, and that is pretty much how you want that looking right there. And the last thing we need to do is flip up the window. There's also a side view mirror you want to flip out as well. Now you need to compress the door in. The door is on a double hinge that you want to push into the body here, and I'm not a fan of this part because this is a very tight hinge. Just try to get that pushed in as best as you can. There you go. See, it kind of compresses in like that. And then you just have a little tab slot connection right here that you just line up. Pop that in. Pop all that in. Get that all situated. Same thing on the other side. Flip that out. Flip that out. Again, compress this door in as best you can. Again, I don't like how tight that hinges, but there you go. Get all that lined up. Get all that lined up. Push it in. Get that all together. Get everything nice and frozen. And there you go. There you have Jive in his alt mode. And now to get him back into robot mode, we're going to start off with the doors. Just unplug those. You want to pull out that double hinge, which is a lot easier to do than getting them into place. Flip down that window. Flip in that side view mirror. Same thing on the other side. Just pop that out. Again, just pull out that double hinge. Again, a lot easier to do than the reverse. And flip down that window. Flip in that side view mirror. And you got that done. The next thing we are going to do is just undo the arms here. So just kind of untab this and kind of give it a tug. Usually it'll undo everything. Kind of give everything a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And everything will come out like that. Just going to pull out the arm. Again, just kind of give everything a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And everything should come undone like so. And once that's done, we can bring the arms, rotate them out, and rotate them out. And bring them up, and just kind of keep them out of our way for now. We can finish these up later. Just get these up and out of our way. And next thing we need to do is undo this whole roof section here. So first you want to come back here and undo these sections here. It helps if you just kind of pop these out. It'll help you get in there and undo that. So you just kind of want to start untabbing stuff in the front and then just kind of pulling stuff out of the back. Again, be careful. This part is a little bit of a chore. There we go. Just get that freed up like so. Take this little slider and just bring that out. Get that up and out of the way. Then you're going to take these sections here, rotate them in, rotate them in. There's a little post-port connection right up there for it. So you just plug that into place. So again, you just rotate that in, swing that in, tab that into place. There we go. We can just leave that hanging out right there. Next thing we can do is just take the spoiler, just angle it up, and then just push it up on this double hinge. So it's sitting right up there like that. We can then split the legs and extend them out. Just basically just kind of want to swing them up and out like so to free them up. And same thing here, just kind of swing it up and out and free that up. Then you can take this whole crotch section here and rotate that up. Just bring the legs down. And then this section here, we'll tab in, lock that in place, bring the butt panels down, and you got that done. Now to get the upper body together, just take this little belly plate here, just fold this out, and fold this white section out. Fold out these two little panels, and keep that in place right there. And then you want to just untab these side sections here. And once you do that, just rotate all of this up and around. Just bring the head up, this little blue panel, just push that down. And then just bring this whole assembly forward, bring that back, and that will sit there like so. Once you've done that, we can take the two sides of the chest and just compress them in and tab it all together like that. Next thing you want to do is pull out these little tabs right here. Just swing these out right there on either side. Swing that out and swing that out. And now you can swing these arms up. And you now have 2 points in which they will connect. One will go right up in here and one will go right there. So just line that up and get that into place. You may have to mess with the angle here of that one. There you go. Once you get that into place like that, that's how that should look right there. And do the same thing here again. Just kind of mess with the angles just so you can get everything seated as it's supposed to be. And get that sitting up in there like that. And now you can just swing this whole chest assembly down. Again, you're not folding, you're actually swinging. So bring that down, and then you can just bring this belly plate up. That will tab in right up in here, like so, to complete his chest. Next thing you want to do, take these doors, just angle them down, and angle them down. You just kind of want to bring this section up, and it will hook over this panel. You can see little slots for little tabs. You want to angle this panel in and bring all that up, and then you can fold this all the way down, and that's how you want all that looking right there. Then you can take these doors and fold them in, and then that will sit right on top of it. And you got the backpack done. Next up, take your shoulders and slide them down, rotate the elbow so everything's oriented properly, open up this panel here, flip out his hand, close that up. Now you got that all done. Second verse is like the first. Again, just slide that shoulder down. Rotate the arm so the elbow is oriented properly. Open up that panel. Flip out the hand. close that up. And there you have the upper body all done. And now to get the legs done, if it hasn't done it for you already, just take this whole assembly here, this lower part of the leg, and just slide that in like that. You then want to reset this section here, so just kind of grab this, and just kind of bend it up, and it should pop it into place. So that is now sitting flush. Again, if that's too tight, just loosen that little screw right there. So once you don't want to undo it, just set it and forget it. Anyway, so now that you have that done, we can get the legs transformed up. So what you want to do, just open up this panel here, take this entire assembly, and just undo this, bring it down. You then kind of come up under here so you can undo this little panel, bring this up, bring this entire rear bumper section up, and just swing that out. So it's sitting like that. Flip this little black panel out. Get up under here. Let me move things out of the way. There we go. This little black panel here, just flip that out like so. And then you want to unpeg this, rotate it 180, and just peg it back in right there. Take this wheel well, pull it out, and just kind of get that out of the way so that you can then take this wheel and bring it up, swing it around, bring it up and over, and it will sit right there like that. And once you get that done, you can just kind of compress this up like so. And now you want to take this whole assembly here, and again, just rotate it around. Just kind of bring this bit up a little bit so you kind of helps you to kind of swing it around and avoid things from colliding too much. So bring that around like that. And once you've done that, just swing. Actually, before you do that, my apologies. Bring out his foot. And then just take all this and just swing it into the leg. And everything does have a place to sit. So once you get that done, you can pull all of this up because there's a tab right here that needs to go in. So you push that up and that will tab itself in right there. And then everything should be lined up here, and you should take it and just push that in. That should sit like that. Then you can bring this section and bring that down over that wheel. You can straighten this heel out. And this little fender section, make sure that's pushed in like that. So you can bring this down and then bring up this little tab. And that will just hook in right there, like so. And we're doing the same thing to the other side here. So just undo that panel, bring all of this down, undo this little section right here, just untab that, bring that up, bring this whole section up, swing that out as far as you can go. Bring his toe down now so I don't forget. So now we're going to untab this section, rotate around, push it in, tab it back in. Just pull this little fender section out so you can swing that down. Take the wheel and rotate that around to the other side, like that. Then you can take that, just kind of compress it up, like so. And then take this whole assembly here and rotate it 180. Again, making sure that you kind of get things out of the way as best you can. This is not my favorite part of the transformation because you're having to kind of push things around. Bring that around like that. And then once you have that in position, make sure that toe stays down. Then you just, also don't forget to, I always forget to flip out this little panel here on the inside. Flip that out. So now bring all that into the leg. Push that up so that will tab in right there, like so. And then you can close all this up here on the side, like that. And make sure everything's lined up. There we go. There we go. That will tab in right there. Bring that section down. Again, make sure this little fender section is just tucked in, real nice and neat like. You can straighten that up. Bring that down. Flip this up. Plug that in there. Like that. Straighten that leg out. Make sure you don't undo that. Straighten that leg out. Get him standing. And there you go. There you have Jive back in robot mode.